You finally made it to college, and I bet you are so excited. But after dropping hundreds of dollars on dorm necessities and school supplies, your pockets are probably not as excited. So in order to save your money and spend your money wisely while you're in college, today we're giving you the complete guide to college finances. So this video will be split into two parts. Part one will be how to save money in college, and part two will be how to make money in college. So without further ado, let's get right into it, shall we? So I'm sure everybody has heard of the stereotypical broke college student that only lives off of coffee and instant noodles. But just because you're a college student does not mean that you need to be broke and live off of coffee and instant noodles. Starting responsible financial habits early on will help you reach your financial goals faster, quicker, and easier, and help you stress less. So tip number one on how to save money as a college student is to have some self-control. I mean, listen, I know it sounds harsh, but I think every college student can use some self-control, including me when I was in college. For example, do you really need a lavish vacation every single time you have a break in school? Probably not. And if you still want to have fun on your breaks, there are still ways to do that for free or for really cheap. Why don't you try, I don't know, carpooling with your friends, going to a local beach, or just, I don't know, just doing something that's not crazy and lavish and expensive, because I know a lot of college students like to splurge on that. Don't splurge like that. Tip number two for saving money in college is to cut unnecessary expenses. Okay, so this one might seem like a no-brainer, but if you really sit back and think about, okay, what am I spending my money on? And you really think about it, you could easily cut back on some costs. So for example, if you have some subscriptions that you aren't using, for example, if you have Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, and all the other streaming services, maybe just pick your favorite and cancel the other ones for a few months. Or, you know, instead of hitting up Starbucks every single day, I'm talking to you, you can get a little coffee maker for your dorm room and drink coffee in your own room and save that extra cash. And the same when it comes to transportation. Instead of taking a Lyft or Uber everywhere and spending a ton of money on that, try looking into public transportation or see what kind of transportation your college has on campus. You could even invest in a bike. I don't know. Tip number three is to thrift. Now, we know with a new school year or a new semester coming up, you're going to want a new fit. Why? Because, you know, it's fun to look your best in college. And a much cheaper way to do this is to go thrifting. You don't need to buy things full price. And the best thing about thrifting is it's very in right now. It's a big trend right now, and we love a good trend that'll help you save money. You can go to your local thrift store, check out apps such as Depop, or just ask around and see if any of your friends have any clothes that they don't even want anymore, and maybe you have some too and you could do a clothes swap. Tip number four is to take advantage of on-campus activities. This is a huge one. We know in college you want to, you know, enjoy your life. So maybe you want to go to a movie, you want to eat out, you want to do this, that, the other thing. It's okay to want to have fun. I know. I've been there. But you can save a pretty penny by taking part in your college's on-campus activities. I know when I was in college, my college did concerts, they had a carnival, they even did weekly activities in my dorm building. We had like monthly trips to go roller skating and go to Chick-fil-A and eat at In-N-Out. There was a lot to do on my campus. Now I hope there's a lot to do on your campus, but if you don't know, ask around. There's always activities going on your campus that'll save you money and also give you free food. And who doesn't love free food? And tip number five is to keep track of your savings in online banking. This could be a super easy way to physically see how much you're saving. So online banking and having a savings account in college is crucial. So if you don't already have a savings account, make sure you go ahead and open one. And also be sure to research the bank that you're about to open an account with, because you don't want any bank that's going to charge you any maintenance fees or require a minimum balance in the bank account. So make sure you look out for these things when opening one. So now that you know how to save that extra dollar, let's talk about how to make that extra dollar. Here are 5 tips on how to make money in college. Starting with tip number one, which is to take advantage of your school's work-study program. So with your school's work-study program, you could find a job on campus or even off campus that will work around your school schedule so you can make extra money and also not be stressed with school at the same time. So for example, when I was in college, I did a work-study program and I worked for an organization called Jumpstart. So basically what I did is a few times a week, me and my team, we drove all the way out, I think about an hour, to go to a daycare to organize activities for the students and just have like fun reading time. It was really fun, easy, rewarding, and also it worked around my school schedule and I got to make some extra cash. So if you don't already know about your school's work-study program, make sure you research that and see what jobs they're offering. Tip number two on how to make money in college is to become an RA. If you don't know what an RA is, RA stands for Resident Assistant. So basically what an RA does is they're in charge of a certain group of students within their dorm. dorm. Some of their duties include hosting student activities, providing services for their students, and enforcing rules and certain tasks. So the pay for an RA varies depending on your school. So in some cases, the payment is free room and board only, but in other cases, you get free room and board plus a weekly stipend, and sometimes they even throw in free meal vouchers in there. Tip number 3 to making money in college is sitting. And no, I don't mean just sitting on a couch. I mean babysitting and pet sitting or house sitting. So the various types of sittings are a great way to make extra money in college and a great way to work around your schedule. So to get started in babysitting or pet sitting or house sitting, you could create an account on websites such as care.com or Rover, or you could just ask around your campus. You could ask your friends if they know anyone who needs a sitter, or you could even ask some of your professors if they need one themselves or know people who need one. Tip number 4 is try tutoring. Do you excel at a subject, especially one that's really hard for most students? This is your perfect opportunity to tutor. Students always are in need of extra help, so if you could provide them that extra help, that is going to be extra cash in your pockets. You could charge more for one-on-one sessions or do group sessions with several students at once. Either way, students are always in need of extra help, so if you know you are in a hard class that you actually happen to excel at, take advantage of tutoring. And last but not least, tip number 5 on how to make money in college is turn your hobby into cash. Do you like making artwork, or do you do DIY projects, or just love growing accounts on social media? You can turn these hobbies into cold, hard cash. Don't just use your skills for fun, try making that extra money. Heck, if you know how to do hair, go ahead and turn your dorm room into a part-time hair salon. Low-key, like I did that when I was in college. You could also do things like selling your work on websites such as Etsy, or you could even just make an Instagram page and start selling your stuff. Or if your hobby isn't something physical and it's more of a service, you could create an account on websites such as Upwork or Fiverr, and people are gonna come to you for your services. And if you truly love what you do, it's not gonna feel like work. It's just gonna be extra cash in your pocket. And there you have it, folks. That was the complete guide to college finances. We hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and we hope that you could take these tips and save some money and make some money. So we really hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and be sure to give it a thumbs up and also share it with some friends that you think could use the tips too. So ta-ta for now, and we will see you in our next video. Bye!